When most people think of Pinterest, they picture a beautifully curated board filled with recipes and DIY projects and outfit ideas. But for businesses and creators, Pinterest is so much more. It is a visual search engine with massive potential for driving organic traffic to your website. And if you're not optimizing your Pinterest presence, then you're really, really missing out on a key opportunity to grow your audience. I'm going to be breaking down the essential strategies for mastering Pinterest SEO, even if you're just starting out. By the end, you'll know exactly how to optimize your profile, pins, and boards to enhance discoverability and drive results. So, step number one, understanding Pinterest is a search engine. Pinterest isn't just a social media platform. Even though Google filters it as a search engine, it's not. Think of Pinterest users as proactive searchers, not passive scrollers like they are on social media. They're typing in keywords like wedding decor ideas, easy weeknight dinners, or how to start a podcast. So when you're optimizing your content with the right keywords that they're using to search, you're positioning your business to be found by these eager searchers. Key takeaway, treat Pinterest like Google or YouTube because keywords are your best friend. Number two, optimizing your Pinterest profile for SEO. Your Pinterest profile is a foundation of your SEO strategy. A well-optimized profile tells Pinterest and users exactly who you are and what value you provide. So, profile name and bio. Here's a couple tips for that. Use a clear, keyword rich profile name. Example, instead of Jane Doe, try Jane Doe, wedding photographer in San Francisco. Or instead of Susie Q, you can say Susie, coach for female founders who are struggling with marketing. Write a concise bio that highlights what you do and includes a primary keyword. Example, helping brides plan their dream weddings with stunning inspiration and expert tips. Profile picture. Choose a professional and branded profile image that aligns with your business. And remember, people buy from people. So don't do something where you're head to toe standing by a tree. You definitely want it to be very headshot-esque so that your face is front and center. And a big secret, since I'm also a photographer, is lighting is important. It doesn't even really matter the background as much as the lighting. So stand by a window, do this outside, claim your website. Time and time again, students come and they have not claimed their website because they don't understand that if you claim your website and you have a business profile on Pinterest, which is free, you will actually be able to track all of the people that go to your website. So that's very, very important. That's important for all marketing across all platforms, but it is really important for Pinterest. Claiming your website not only boosts your credibility, but it also unlocks valuable insights into Pinterest analytics. So you're going to just go to the settings, go to the claim section, and enter your website URL to get started. I also have a video you can click below on how to set that up. Number three, researching and using keywords. Keywords are the backbone of Pinterest SEO. They guide users and Pinterest to know exactly what your content is and who it's going to be best for. How to research for keywords? Use Pinterest search bar to explore popular suggestions. For example, if you type in meal planning, Pinterest will have a drop-down menu, and that drop-down menu are all of the most popular searches for that subject. So you want to write those all down. Additionally, if you are someone that has this, not everyone has this, depends on where you are in the world, et cetera, but you might get those colorful bubbles that are underneath that search bar. Those are also recommendations for keywords that are popular. And don't forget to grab all those phrases too, like long tail keywords, right? Multiple words. Those are all keywords as well. Utilize tools like Pinterest Trends, Google Keyword Planner, or Answer the Public for some deeper insights. And another quick tip, nothing is as good as asking your audience. So get on Instagram and do a poll and ask questions like, if you were searching for a brand photographer in the Bay Area, what would you type in the search bar, right? You don't have to say Pinterest. They can consider Google. That part doesn't matter. You just want to know the words that people would type in that search bar, because oftentimes it's not what we think it is. It's different. Where should you use keywords? Pin titles and pin descriptions. You're going to add keywords naturally to describe the content. For example, instead of saying my favorite dinner, which is really not searchable, use quick and easy dinner recipes for busy weeknights. Detail. Give it detail. Board titles and descriptions. One area that Pinterest doesn't do a very good job in is that when you create a board, they don't force you or automatically ask you to create a board description. So oftentimes your boards will have titles and no descriptions. So optimize your board names like budget-friendly home decor ideas, and make sure that you describe in your description that you're talking to a human. We don't want to just keyword stuff and put a bunch of keywords with commas in there. You want to have a paragraph describing what they're going to find on this board by way of content. Profile, bio, and alt text. Incorporate keywords to describe your images, because alt text is to help those that have vision issues, and it will describe to them what they're looking at. So you want to make sure you're not just putting in like the title of your blog. You really do want to describe what they're seeing. And for your profile description, make sure that you're telling in your brand voice who you support and how you help them. Describe what their struggles are and a solution for them. We're not going to talk about our kids or our husbands or our dogs or the coffee that we drink. It needs to be how we can help them. We want people that go to your profile to go, oh, that's what I need. That's what I need help with. The name of your pin graphic also makes a big difference. So whether it's an image or a graphic with text overlay, it's going to be named something, right? The name of that graphic is also searchable. Make sure you use keywords there. And text on the pin. So a lot of my photography clients, as a photographer, we don't like to put text on our gorgeous images. We don't want to ruin the image with a bunch of text on there, right? So you can do both. You can put images on there. They tend to be inspiration and go on, future wedding boards and things like that. But it can give you some analytics that will help your whole account to grow more. Having text over that pin gives direction or gives a confirmation on why they want to click again and go to the content on your website. You want to talk them into doing it. So having keywords as text overlay and a call to action like read now, free download, things like that would be really helpful. By the way, if you want a list of 80 calls to action, you can go to learn.jenvasquez.com/resources and you can get that completely free. I'll also put the link down below. Tip number 4, creating SEO-friendly pins. Your pins are the heart of your Pinterest strategy, so make them count. Design tips for high-performing pins. Use high-quality images with clear, bright visuals that convey the content that they're going to see if they click on that pin. You want to use 1,000 by 1,500 pixels for your pin size as a general size. And Canva, you can just select Canva's Pinterest pin for that. Note that Canva has all these templates that can really help with making it easy to create a number of pins I do recommend that you have a bunch of pins in sort of one Canva document. If you have the pro plan, you will make that a brand template, and then you can go and use and reuse those brand templates over and over and over again, sliding new photos in, updating the words on top of the pin, but it makes it really easy to then download the pins that you want. Also in my resources, you can get 10 free pin templates as well. Add text overlay with your main keyword to immediately convey the pin's purpose. You want to take the keyword that is the most popular or the most succinct, and you want to use big, bold text that is very easy to read on your cell phone. Pinterest can read that text, so it's another area that they use for searchability. Make sure if you want to use cursive that you're only using cursive on non-keyword words. We want the keyworded words like wedding photographer to stand out, right? We want that to be really bolded and not in a cursive or hard to read type font. Writing optimized titles and descriptions. Titles should be clear, simple, engaging, and keyword rich. So an example would be 5 tips for DIY wedding centerpieces is going to be more effective than just DIY wedding, right? Be descriptive on there and write descriptions that tell a story that include keywords naturally. We are writing for humans. We're not just trying to write for the algorithm, right? Because algorithm does change according to what people are searching for. So we want to make sure that we're describing not just what the content is going to help them with, but why they want to go see that content, so that there's a little bit of FOMO in there and they're going to click on it and go to your website to see it versus popping off of it and looking at something else online. Tip number 5, optimizing Pinterest boards for SEO. Your boards are more than a place to save pins. They are another opportunity to showcase your expertise. You want to name boards strategically. We talked a little bit about it in the beginning, but instead of using generic names like wedding, go for specific searchable names like spring weddings in California or spring weddings in the Bay Area. Be really specific. And for wedding pros or local service-based businesses, make sure that you include location-specific keywords. Yes, more people will click on it if they're not in your area, but the goal to use Pinterest to market your business is to get the people in your area to see those pins, because those are the people you can actually work with. Other people could save your pins, but if you don't have a location specific keyword on there, then they're going to miss it. Write detailed board descriptions. Describe what users can find in the board using relevant keywords. So an example would be explore modern kitchen designs with sleek appliances, innovative layouts, and space-saving solutions. Incredible, right? That's really detailed, and it's telling people more than just saying modern kitchen designs as an example. You have 500 characters that you're allowed to use, but you want to use a couple different keywords if you can throughout that paragraph. Number 6, tracking your success on Pinterest. Once you've optimized your profile and content, track your progress to see what's working. Using Pinterest analytics is simple with these few tips. Monitor key metrics like impressions, pin clicks, saves, and the most important for business, you want to look at those outbound clicks. Get your free Pinterest analyzer in that same link with Pinterest resources that I mentioned earlier. You also want to analyze your top performing pins to identify trends. When you're looking at a pin, it could be the keywords, or it could be the image, or it could be the call to action. Either way, you want to test that theory by making more pins using the same words or the same image. It's really important in marketing to test and try new things. And once you find something works, you want to try to replicate that right away. Adjust your strategy. Experiment with different keywords and pin designs. See the pins in the analytics that get the most outbound clicks and create more pins for that type of content with new images and keywords. An example is anytime I do anything about affiliate marketing, it gets the most views on my blog, on my podcast, and also on my YouTube channel. I know when I create that piece of content, I already know it's going to be one of my top pieces of content. I don't do it all the time because I also have a lot of other things to say about Pinterest, but I do know that that is something that always does incredibly well. The same can be true for you so that you know what works to get you more traffic. Repin high performing content after 3 or 4 months to keep it active. This should be done sparingly. It is not something you should be doing weekly. And you definitely want to make fresh new pins for the content that's already doing well also. Number 7, common Pinterest SEO mistakes to avoid. Keyword stuffing. Avoid overloading descriptions with just keywords. It looks spammy and it doesn't help in the rankings. You want to write a description that is something your best friend could read and understand. So you want to make it simple also. Ignoring trends. That's a mistake, right? Stay up to date by going to trends.pinterest.com to discover what's popular and what's ranking today. The other mistake that people make is neglecting old content. If you have boards that you haven't pinned to in 6 months, make a pin for that board or consider merging it with another board that's more often used because you're not pinning to it, right? Any boards that have not been pinned to for 6 months, definitely consider creating pins or consider merging it with another board or changing the board title and description altogether so that it's something that you pin to more. Take the first step toward Pinterest success. Pinterest SEO may seem overwhelming at first, but by starting with these basics, you're well on your way to driving organic traffic and growing your audience. Remember, it's about consistency, optimizing your profile, using keywords effectively, and tracking your results. If you're ready to take your Pinterest to the next level, let's work together. Click the link down below and you can see all the many ways that we can help you. Have a great day. Bye.